Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Very chilly one in Wyoming today. We're looking at 5 outside right now. 5, that's just 5. 5 above 0. Actually in the negatives last night. We're looking at minus 25 Wednesday night. And I think a very similar Thursday night could be minus 30. Wind chills minus 40 or more. It's definitely going to be the coldest I've seen since I've been here. So get ready for that. We're looking at a white Christmas for sure. Anyway, let's get into the real subject of this video. So there's some new developments going on in Africa that we should be aware of. If you haven't seen the video on the new proxy war with Russia that I did a couple days ago, where it outlines where the US and Russia are actually having a non-official war down there in Nigeria and Mali. Go check that out. There are some special forces down there. There are some Russian Blackwater style organizations operating down there. It's pretty informative. But there's been some new revelations and some new updates that have come out about Africa. So let's run over here to the White House. This is actually whitehouse.gov. Remarks by President Biden at the U.S.-Africa Summit Leaders Session on partnering on the African Union's Agenda 2063. When did everything become an agenda? I'm not sure, but that's what we're dealing with. We run down into this article. I've highlighted a little bit. And I'm asking the Congress for the authority to lend $21 billion to the International Monetary Fund to provide access to necessary financing for low and middle income countries. This will help Africa's recovery efforts and support projects that build resilience against future crises. Anyway, so basically, let me make that a little bit bigger for you so you guys can read it as well. Look at the highlights section. Basically, Biden wants to give money to these African countries to fund these crazy projects and whatnot is going on. He's trying to undercut China to some degree, also get a foothold. This is some straight CIA nonsense where they just pump money in and set up these crony governments, aka look at the Ukraine and everything that went on there. And then the next piece that shows you that this is becoming critically important and it's elevating and getting more and more important. If we run over and we look at the Colombian Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen to visit sub-Saharan Africa. So, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen will travel in January to South Africa, Zambia, and Senegal, her office announced on Friday. In what will be the first of a string of Biden administration officials to visit sub-Saharan Africa next year. You can see where this is becoming increasingly more important. President Joe Biden on Thursday announced during a U.S. summit with African leaders that he plans to make trips to the region next year, as do Vice President Kamala Harris. So lucky. So Africa, you're so lucky you're going to get to enjoy her presence. And First Lady Jill Biden and a number of cabinet secretaries. As you can see, they're rolling out the full administration is going to Africa. We've got special operations ramping up forces. I was looking at doing some investing in a couple mine projects that are going on down there just because of the number of resources. I think the risk profile is shifting too much for me. It's not investing advice. You do you and whatever's best for you. I'm going to back out of that and just kind of watch this unfold. I will continue to monitor this and let you guys know. But keep an eye on Africa. You will see more trickle out. You're seeing pieces kind of come together. They're starting to set the stage. I think 2023 is going to be a big year. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the major changes in the Ukraine where things end there and then we pivot right into this. This needs to be our next war. In the other video, I explained where it could be a 10 or 20 year war, very, very Afghanistan style. Hope not. But anyway, latest updates on Africa. Getting dicey. Keep an eye on it. Catch you guys in the next one.